Pad work is pretty essential in today's boxing training regime. Today I'm going to break down my philosophy on pad work, give you some of the pros and some of the cons. Okay, welcome back to Boxing on the Edge with me, Henry. Today we're going to be talking about pad work. Back in the day, a lot of the old school fighters did not even do pad work. They didn't use it at all. They were just relying on sparring, training. There's no substitute for sparring whatsoever. So there is some controversy around pad work a little bit. Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. admits to never ever doing pad work, and he had a tremendous record. So make of that what you will. Today's era, definitely do pad work, and in this video I'm going to go over some of the benefits and a couple of negative things with the pads as well. Thank you for tuning in. As always, let's get into the video with today's special guest, Jihad Abdul Aziz. Former trainer of mine, handled world champions, amateurs, pros, been with me for like 10 years. Great guy, friend, brother, trainer. So without further ado, let's go. Okay, let's start with the pros. Now, pad work, for me, this is all relative to me. So everybody has their own version of this, of course. But for me, I found the timing great. I found it helped my power. There's a certain rhythm that you can get whilst doing pad work that can simulate the closest thing to sparring or a fight. You can work on your speed. You can work on timing. You can work on defense. You can definitely work on accuracy. You can work on footwork, movement. You can practice a whole heap of stuff with pad work as long as you're on the same page with your trainer and you specify what you want to do, or you're being told what to do, and you mix those two together. You got to work together when you're doing pad work, because you don't just have to get there and smash the pads the whole time. There is some science to it. It's tremendous for fitness.
Take a deep breath. 4 straight. Better. Come back with left foot.
Yeah, because usually, like when you're doing pads, you give it a little bit more because A, your trainer's there demanding it, and B, you're in the ring, the whole gym's watching you. You're not just in the bag in the corner by yourself. So you give it a little extra, which is great because that's what you should be doing in sparring or fighting anyway. So there's that. It can really get your energy up, I found, and for fitness levels that was great. For punching power, that was great. For speed, that was great. Just for all around alertness, that was good. Okay, one of the main negatives of doing pad work, and this again comes down to who's doing the pad work with you, is that you can be in a false sense of security, meaning that if your trainer's not throwing any punches back and you're just walking in doing pads, bam bam, and you're just smashing the pads with nothing coming back, that's not a healthy way to train or simulate, because that's not reality. You know, you're not just walking someone down without getting punched back. So that can create a different rhythm. So it's really important that you either get your trainer to do that, and I was lucky. Jihad did that for me. He would often throw a lot of punches back, and that was great because it kept me on my toes, and you're moving your head straight after you're punching rather than just coming in and, like I said, ripping the pads with no effect coming back. Another negative about doing pad work could be that you're not using your mind to create the combinations. So for example, when you're on the bag, you know, you're deciding what punches to throw. You throw those punches, you act, you move. When you're doing pads, you're being told what to throw. So that can deprogram you a little bit with regards to what combinations to throw. But you can always go back on the bag and reprogram yourself. But that could be a small downside to it, that you're not in control of what punches you throw. Yeah.
Wow! Jab up. Oh, good, man. Slick, Michael Jackson. Everybody shake it. Watch my chin. I can see me now. Like, what happened? I don't know.
Okay, thank you very much for tuning in. That will do it for today. Big shout out to Jihad Abdul Aziz for helping me out with the pads. And hopefully in the coming future, I'll get more trainers involved and we can pick their brains for, you know, some of their insight. So anyway, next week's going to be a training video. I'm going to go to the local park and set up a bunch of stuff and show you that you can do that anywhere if you've got minimal equipment. Anyway, have a great week. Boxing on the Edge. See you soon.
Boxing on the edge.